Hello and welcome to the Dutchman in San Marcos. Kind of got a new show, actually a new channel. And so we'll get into that. I'll tell you all about it. I'll tell you about my week. So we've got more work on our new project. So let's get going. All right, so here we go. Had a weird week. Kind of an interesting one and a sad one. My old computer that I put everything on and put it out to YouTube completely died. I would start it up each morning, and I had to, hit the power off and hold it, and it would pop back up and show me a file symbol with a question mark in it. And for 3 days, I got it to go after doing that several times. Well, the last time, before I went to bed, I pulled it up, had trouble starting it then, so I thought, well, maybe I'll shut it completely off and then turn it completely on in the morning, if you know about computers and trying to boot them up. And so I went to boot it up, and it never booted up. So, you go to the safe mode thing, and the hard drive was making a little noise, not a loud noise, on the startup when I couldn't get it going at all. And so after safe moding, starting it, it was an old one. It still had, if you know anything about Apples, it still had Lion on the operating system. So that was long past due and outdated, and they don't support it. So there'd be no way of getting it going again. But I think the hard drive completely died because it was making noise. When I even tried to put, like some boot up stuff into it, that it wouldn't recognize the hard drive. So the hard drive completely died and wasn't there. So that being said, my laptop that I normally use for recording and stuff, I never put my sign in for YouTube, the studio part, on that computer. So and there's probably a way of doing it. When you start getting into YouTube with studio and all that, I've got a mini Mac on my desk too that I was already using to edit my movies, and then I'd keep a copy on there, and then send it over to my old computer, which then put it in YouTube and send it out of YouTube. So there's kind of an extra step there. So now it'll all be on one computer, my mini Mac. But in order to get that to work, I didn't know how to transfer the studio that was on the old computer. I couldn't even look at it or even sign out of it, and didn't know how to even move that. There's videos and you watch them and it gets really complicated quick because they're just not there doing it. I even brought in my son Pat, who is my IT guy. He got a little frustrated. He lives in Santa Monica, and he's like, "I'm going to drive down there in my car just to help you." But he walked me through it over FaceTime, and I was showing it to him, and so he was frustrated too. So we declared it dead. So what I did then was actually the next day, because I was in mourning. I played taps slowly in my room of my computer dying, because you put a lot of stuff on there. It gets kind of personal, or I had a lot of files and pictures and stuff on there. And there's probably a way to get the hard drive out and get that and capture it off, but that's a lot more steps. So in order to get this program out, the next day took my mini Mac, I was trying to get that stuff put on my laptop, and without any success. I was probably removing and clicking the wrong things in YouTube, and you've messed it up even more. That's usually my MO. You can't. There's times where you can't do trial and error on things. You actually do damage by erasing and removing stuff. So, all that said, I actually built a new channel on YouTube, and you'll see it. So, if you were subscribed to the Dutchman in San Marcos, well, if you're watching this video, you already figured it out. I did post it on Facebook, but you would have figured that out if you read that. So I'm back in the market for subscribers. I think I got right now. I released the last video I did of our new project, just to see how it all worked. And so on that, I already and I posted the change on Facebook. And so I've got now like maybe 5 subscribers, but I was so close. I had 80 subscribers, and I was hoping to get 100. So now, if you're watching this, please help me get back up to that 80, or even up to 100. I'm gonna transfer or repost like a lot of my cigar box videos, starting from the last one I did, as far back as I'm working on cigar boxes, because I've got some videos that were non-cigar box, and so those will come up on there. So please watch. Tell your friends to watch. Tell them to resubscribe, because this will be my channel now, and it's Cigar Box Guitars, aka Dutchman in SMCA. I didn't want to spell it. It got really long when I started writing out San Marcos. So there's the scoop and the news. And so I thought I'd put a little video out today. Still kind of just a little few things. I found a new cigar box last night, so we'll show you that. And we'll start working on the new box. Mostly it'll be measurements. Like I said, sometimes I do a lot of the, like, if I didn't have all this problem, I probably would have started to recut the, start cutting the new box. And I do a lot of that off camera, so it's just a little quicker when we're putting it together. Didn't do any more work on my fail, this guy here, my Cuban. So maybe we'll do a little work on this. I said I wasn't going to show it, but maybe we can work on that, because I'm making it up now as we go, because I really didn't get a lot of prep time because I was working on those computers and frustrated with that, and then you don't get anything else done because you want to solve that problem. So the problem is solved, and I'm going to try something a little different with my camera. I got it on a different tripod, and I'm going to try to be able to, so this will be an experimental one too. I'm going to kick the camera up a little higher and then kick it down to my table, so you won't see my face, but you're seeing it now. And just kind of show you some of the new box, maybe do a little work on this and show you what I got to do with this. And so let me get that stuff set up. I already got 8 minutes into this, so, but remember, subscribe to this channel now, because it'll be new for you. I think the old one will be sitting there. I don't know how long they keep it up if I don't put anything into it. So you can still go back and watch things on there, or even, watch on there. But I'm basically starting all over as a new YouTuber. The good part, kind of the good news in it, I always like to look at the good in it too, that it happened, was YouTube has a new thing, and trust me, I don't understand this at all. That's what I read and what I clicked on. YouTube's got a new channel thing set up. They called it branding, and so this one now is going to be branded, which protects me more. It gives you more options. So that was a good part. I could have changed my old one to that too, but once again, YouTube's instructions, that's why people make videos of how to do it, because it can get a little complicated. And I'm not the reading type. I just like to click buttons and make it work, which is probably a bad trait. So anyways, let me get the camera resituated, and we'll do a little of that and see how that turns out. And the little camera, with my other computer going down where I have it situated in my studio, is now I'm going to move the Mini Mac to that spot and hopefully be able to see the SD card insert. So I might just insert the SD card in that new camera and download it that way. It'd be a little quicker, and everything will be happening on my Mini Mac, so I'll be able to edit the videos, put the videos from my phone onto the Mini Mac, and so everything will, and then send it out off of my Mini Mac. So I've got a newer, more faster, up to date computer running that, and I already checked out my laptop where I'm already getting my studio channel now even on the laptop, so I've got a backup either way. And I kept thinking every time it wouldn't start and I would get it started again, you think, well, should I download stuff on a stick or a hard drive, so I have it. But I threw caution to the wind and said, no, I don't need to do that yet. It's not that bad. I was in denial, I guess. And so I should have followed my instincts, because then I probably would have had it. But instead, I just kept thinking positive, like, no, this is going to work. But it just got too old. And that's the way it is with Apple. They don't support. I even when I set it up years back, and I knew I had Lion on there, I tried to change the OS, but that was already out of date. As you know, that one's probably, people would see it and go, when was that out? So anyways, the problem with Apple products is they're always making new, and they want you to update and buy more products from them. That's the way they stay in business. But I don't fault them for that. That's a part of life and business, and they do have good products. There's a lot less problems, and that was one reason why I started using it. But it's been good to me. It's not like I didn't get my money's worth. I bought the thing used, and used it probably, I think I got 11 or 12 years out of it. So for that, it was a very good computer. So I'm not bashing Apple. I like Apple. I've got an iPhone, which I'm recording this video on, which is very nice. And so that's the story there. So let me flip this phone around. I'm already 12 minutes into this, and you're hearing me just talk, and I'll show you a few shots of trying to work on some of this stuff. But I have to cut it because I got to move my tripod up and flip the phone down. I'm going to see how that works. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. As you can see, I'm right down here. But you can see the whole table. So you can see it's not as close. I might be able to adjust that. But for now, I'm not going to do a lot of technical stuff. But if I start doing deeper stuff on things and I want you to see it, I'll stop it and zoom it in because the tripod's a little far back. So here we go. What I wanted to show you on this, I was trying to show you that other week was, as you can see, this bridge is in, so it barely fits around there. But because this is screwed in this way, I have to unscrew. The bridge part, because it's all screwed in there. But one thing I did do was I got a little chip pulled up because I was trying to knock the neck off. Let's see, I can't do it. I was trying to knock the neck out of the box because I did a bad thing and glued it. I should have just screwed it down here so I could take it out easier. But I did knock it off these blocks, the glue there. So next when I put it in next time, I'll screw down into these blocks. Except I won't be able to here because This is the Apizio, you know, the little pickup right there. So that's kind of the progress on here. I'll take this off again, see, because they're screwed in right here, here, and here, and they go into those blocks. So, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all these frets out, and like I was saying before, get some kind of a sanding block and then just sand this neck level and see if I can get this part lower than this. For some reason, this is dipped down compared to here, and that'll shape the sides. This one, and now when I'm thinking about the other one, see, this almost came up a level, and that's probably part of my problem. I'm, you know, bringing maybe the fingerboard a little higher up, so it's like the width of this, the width of that. So that's the fail project. We will be getting back to that. The surprise I got was last night. I found this baby. Look at that one. That's nice. Sides, back. The cigars for this one, it was in the, when I went in Total Wine, the lady, I got the manager because when they put them in their case, they had it open. You know, they had it open like this. I think there was 4 cigars left. This is only a box of 10. And so I grabbed the manager, and I could see a fresh box down below. And I said, hey, do you think you can open that fresh one and give me this one? And she says, oh, yeah, sure. And so she opened the fresh one. We put those on, the cigars on top. And so then I got this one for $1.99. So it's kind of a nice source for them. Every time I get one, my wife goes, well, you got a lot of them already. So, but you never can have enough cigar box when you do what I do, because, you know, like, look at the wood grain in there. See the wood grain in there? It's really nice. So that's another project to come. My 6-string, I got one of these boxes all in black. That was my 6-string cigar box. I think it's on the header of my site, where I actually recycled a Strat bridge, and it has a Fender Strat neck that I replaced. A guy bought a new neck for his Stratocaster, more for just looks. I think it was a walnut neck, and he wanted that one on there. So I got the old Fender maple one, which I put on the black one. And when I did that one, I didn't want to wreck the sticker, so I put that blue tape on there, and, you know, to protect it while I was cutting it and everything. When I pulled that blue tape up, it must have been cheaper. When I pulled that up, it pulled part of the sticker off. So on that one, I actually just hit it with gold Sharpie. But the foil changes colors, so note to self, when I do this one, I'll be very careful around the decal, because if I cut it, a pickup or something in there, I don't want to destroy this, because it really looks nice. So, and it was the red dot. See, they got a red dot here, and then there's a red dot in there, and then it's all red in there, but this comes out. But you can see it's a really nice solid wood box with kind of a special clasp. So I got to figure out what I can do. This is one of the ribbon for it. I got to figure out what I can do with that. But these are plastic now. Some of them have little pieces of wood to keep the cigars. In the store, the cigars were $30 each, so this will hold 10 of them. So this is like a $300 box of cigars. So it's kind of fun to know the price of what these go for. So that'll be an up and coming project. New box. Our the one we're working on now is this one, and this is made exclusively for Total Wine. That's where I bought this one. Total Wine. They've got a really nice cigar whole room, humidored room in that place, and it's kind of the place to go. They got all kinds of brands. So this one, these two, maybe they don't. Oh, these might be really tightly fit. These things do come out, but I'll have to do it a little more gingerly. I don't want to do it here. But the neck, I'm just going to hold it up here. I think I forgot what box I marked them. I got a mark here and here, so I'm going to have to redo that once I get these out. But so that's what we'll start working on. I think, and I'll have to. This might be the length of where the bridge should go. So let's measure that. Right where it bends. So it might be. I might have been a little high on there. It's really it's 25 1/4. So that's pretty close. That's 25 1/2. So that's probably 25 1/4 where I marked where the bridge should go. So when you look at the box, when you're planning it, if I lay that on here, it'll show where I need to put it in, because if I want the bridge here on the box, or even a little farther forward, what I'm finding is if I get it too close to here, there's not a lot of angle from to this thing here. So that way I'll be able to mark the box and then get this marked to where I want it. I was practicing my scarf joints, and that's why I thought, hey, I don't need that all the way to the end, because if it's here, I'm just going to cut it off there. So those are the things to consider when you're laying these out. So that'll kind of be it. Let me get my face is on here. Let me move my camera, okay? And I'll close this out. All right, so like I was saying, new channel, but I got no subscribers because I lost basically all those 80. So share with your friends, and like, do all the YouTube things, and sign up for my new channel, which will basically still be the same. Nothing's going to change. And what I'm going to do on this channel, the new one, is a lot of my old videos. I'm going to start posting them every day until I get a lot of that content on my new channel, because I couldn't transfer it. But I thought I'd do it that way, because a lot of times people, even myself, when I'm watching YouTube, I'll get on a guy's channel, not because it was just released, but they'll be 1 year, month, a year old, a month old, and I'll be watching those videos, especially when there's parts of them, or you just start watching a bunch of those. And mine, I try to keep them fairly short, so you could watch maybe 3 or 4 of them in an hour, if you got interested in one, and then it gives you a chance even to browse them. So I'm going to try to get the videos I had on my mini Mac on the channel, and fairly quickly I'll post a new one each day. This one, my main one that I do, like this one here, well, you'll be watching it, but I'm still posting every Saturday at 11. So that's not going to change. But if you see other stuff coming up on there, it's actually the old ones from my other channel. My other channel will be up there too, so other people can discover it. But it's never going to update videos because my computer is dead. I can't sign into it. So, and if I figure out with YouTube a way to transfer that rest of that over, I'll do that and then close that channel out, because that's going to take more research on my part, because my learning curve, usually the videos are pretty good, but I found myself in this instance of I turned one on just to, set up a new channel, a branded channel, watching one of those, how-to videos, and they would do one step, I'd have to stop it and go and try it, and so that takes quite a bit of time, but we'll work on it. And once again, thank you for subscribing, watching, and have a great week, and we'll see you later. Enjoy my new channel. Thanks.